little crooked, but yeah. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Random Fandom. It is I, your host, the Dominic Rex. Yes, I'm doing an episode solo today. You never thought you'd see the day. I know it's been a red hot minute. Speaking of red hot, we've got some interesting cards coming in, but I'll touch up on that later. In the meantime, we've got some glorious galleries to open up here because I've acquired the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Battles of Legend Glorious Gallery boxes. Got like 3 of these things because I enjoy making content. And the collector in me was like, bro, get some cards, do a box opening video content. And because I enjoy, making videos for all of you, that is what I am doing here today. So I have with me my handy dandy scissors. And I have my handy dandy cat. I don't know what she's gonna do, but I mean, maybe she'll join us later on the episode when she decides she wants to hop up here and, just cause chaos. I have Mr. Pibb so that, keep myself invigorated. And yes, indubitably, we shall begin with the 2 boxes right here. We'll open the larger of the 3 boxes in a moment. But, hi, how are all of you today? Are you doing all right? I think I'm doing well. I'm not certain. I'm less depressed than usual today, and I've got a higher motivation. Being able to go out and collect stuff and actually gather some content for the channel has actually inspired me to feel less and less depressed because lately I've been in a rut. I couldn't come up with anything creative to do because at the moment we are unable to game. So the Resident Evil streams have had to take a pause because we finally got a new gaming PC, but we're struggling to figure out how to hook it up. And so, progress is progress. So, we're making progress. We've got stuff, which just taking a while to figure out everything. So, let's open this bad boy up and see what we get. And let's just throw this box to the side. Yeah. Hopefully I didn't break anyone's ankles down there. And let's see. Oh, I got a field center card. That's Yugi Moto. If you haven't watched the show or read the manga, either way, this is the main character, and he's centered in a field center card. This is the card you would put in the center of your field. That being whatever whatever play mat you're playing on when you do your Yu-Gi-Oh duels in real life. I know a lot of people play Master Duel, so most of the time the dual fields are generated with a lot of graphics and whatnot. So, yeah. All right, let's go quickly shake everything to the bottom of the pack. And then we shall open this up. We have to make sure I don't hit anything. Oh, hello, Luna. Hello, Luna. She's right here at my pant leg. It's adorable. Oh, there she goes. Cats are so fickle. Sometimes they'll want your attention desperately one moment, and then the very next minute they're like, all right, I'm gone. Like I barely even touched you. All right. Luna, the heck are you doing over there? Hey, come on. Don't knock that over. Oh, cats, man. They're agents of chaos. Let's see. If I remember correctly, it's supposed to shuffle the 3 front cards into the back so you don't spoil the main card. Just in case, we're going to do 4. So, all right. So the first one we've got is Ark Rebellion Xyz Dragon. I love encountering this in Master Duel. People keep steamrolling me whenever they summon this card, and I have no answers for it because I keep playing old school decks. So yeah, it's actually one of my favorite Xyz monsters. I love the Xyz dragons. I don't play a lot of Xyz because I'm a Blue Eyes Dark Magician player myself. I do have some experience playing with sharks, but that's neither here nor there. All right. Next we have Fairy Tale Sleeper. Interesting card art there. Yep. And ooh, that's a card I've not seen before. Shadow Reaver Knight 21. I didn't know there were 20 others Shadow Reaver Knights. Where'd that 21 come from? But yeah, here's Shadow Reaver Knight 21. Apparently there's like 20 other Shadow Reavers. Hey, he's a warrior synchro. Interesting. This is the card that is currently taking over the meta of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. This is a holo rare, a holofoil overtuning. I have some sleeves. I might put that in a sleeve. And then there's Theo Realize Overdrive. So that's from the Medius the Pure archetype. So you see it's very shiny. I don't know how well you could tell, but it's shiny. So might put this and overtuning in some sleeves. They appear to be not full arts, but the entire card is shiny, so holofoil cards. I've got some handy dandy sleeves here to put the cards in. So I'm gonna open this real quick. Yeet. If you're in Georgia and you want to get card sleeves and Yu-Gi-Oh cards and start your own collection like I've been doing, and Raven as well, go to GameStop. You can get these for very cheap. Or you can get some of these boxes. You can't get too many at Target because they only allow you to buy 2 at a time. My cheat to that is I go in once in the morning and once in the evening. They can't stop me from getting 4 boxes. Try not to game the system on purpose too much, okay? They will get wise to your strategy. But yeah, they sell them for fairly cheap. over at Target. You can find them at Walmart. Not so cheap at Walmart. But you know, they got them at Walmart, just not very cheap at Walmart. So I would recommend going to GameStop or Target, because at least there you can get the cards for a much cheaper price. Whereas Walmart, oh my God, why is this at $34? I find it genuinely amazing how pricey Walmart can be sometimes. And before anyone asks, no, I was not the one who shouted that publicly at Walmart. But that was I remember, I think it was my little brother. Some of y'all may know him in gaming. If you've encountered him, he's Jack the Reaper. So if you encounter him through gaming sessions, give him a like, say hello. His friend. I don't know. All right, so this goes in this sleeve. All right, we'll put our sleeve cards over here. I'm not sure you can see the entire desk, and if not, I'm sorry. I'm working with a very small camera. It's like yay big wide, so all right, we'll put overtuning in the sleeves as well because it's a very shiny color. I got 2 holofoils in one pack. I believe secret rares. I don't know all the terms with rares. I just recognize holofoil cards, and I know. Dear Lord, we're lagging up a storm right now. Hello. All right, there we go. So apologies, there's a bit of lag in the video. Pretty sure there's nothing I can do about that. But, I mean, we're going to continue and do our best. Now, about what I was mentioning before, we have some future projects on the way. I've got some special edition cards in transit, so they're on their way. So I look forward to seeing those. But you can expect there to be a video on those, just like there's a video on these. Anyways, oh no, wait a minute. Or just in case. Well, I may have gotten the card order wrong, but it's a very shiny Theo Realize. Wait a minute. Theo Realize Overdrive. Okay, so this is the normal Theo Realize. So it's a very holofoil card. I don't think it's a full holofoil. It's just in the frame holofoil. I mean, I'll still pull it. I will still put it in the sleeve because that's still very shiny, and shiny means good. In my experience, it means good. So it's a pretty chill stream today. We're just opening some Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And I get to show them to all of you. Exorcisters, the bane of my existence. I'm not much of an Exorcister player, but to anyone who is, here you go, Exorcister Martha. Oh, another fairy tale. Fairy Tale Rella. I think that's a whole foil. Oh, that definitely is shiny. Raiders Knight. That's definitely going in a sleeve. Ooh, Card Destruction. For all the OG Yu-Gi-Oh players out there, Card Destruction used to be the bane of people's hands back in the day. You get card destruction, you lose your entire hand. Because it dumps your entire hand into the graveyard. You have to say goodbye to whatever you had there. Remember, there was a play you could do with this and Grand Maju de Aiza. Basically, you summon Grand Maju, you activate Macrocosmos or Dimension Fissure, then you play Card Destruction, you send everything to the graveyard, boost Grand Maju attack by a crud ton because everything gets banished. For those of you who don't know, Grand Maju's attack gets boosted for every card in the banished zone. Raiders Knight gets a nice little sleeve. Right, on to the next pack. Hello, Luna. Alright. Got the next pack. Now, I did hear you can find overframe cards in these packs. So if we do find some overframes, that'll be amazing. I'm not expecting we'll find any, but if we do, great. Love that. Love to have some overframes for my collection. I'm a bit of a collector myself. Okay, so first off, we have a Condemned Witch. We don't see many of these cards anymore. There's just not a whole lot of people playing them. Skarm, Malebranche of the Burning Abyss. Very nice. Well, speaking of overframes, Underworld Goddess of the Closed Moon. Of the Closed World, I'm sorry. Underworld Goddess of the Closed World. Full art. There we go. Overframe card. Definitely going to sleeve. I didn't expect we'd find one so soon. Much less run into Underworld Goddess of all things. I was hoping to get the Dragon Master Magia, but I imagine that's probably a very difficult one to pull. Next is Beta Evolution Pill, Old Transcendence. The dinosaur spell card. Not actually that shiny. Gravekeeper's Inscription. Not very shiny either. All right, this is the last pack of that box, and then we'll open the next box, and then we'll open the third and final box. I dropped something, I'm sorry. Geez, all this stuff lying around. All right, let's see what we get for this final pack of this box. Hopefully it's something good. Invoked Purgatorio. So for those of you who play Alistair the Invoker, Invoked Purgatorio, that's on the Purgatory cards. Dragoonity Divine Wind. Oh, for all the Dragoonity players out there. I'm not much of a Dragoonity player myself. Magispector Unicorn Kieran. I'm not really much of a Magispector player. I can never figure out how the Pendulum summoning works, so I don't play a whole lot of Pendulum. So, Dragoonity Quirinus. It's a nice, shiny. I'll put that on the sleeve. Theorealized Liberation. Very nice. I'll put a sleeve. But feel free to tell me, what's your best experience pulling cards? And what was your favorite card art? You can just tell me, what are some of your best experiences with Yu-Gi-Oh? Well, hello, Luna. Come on. Get out. You're in the way. Luna. For those of you who can tell, that was my cat's tail. Good Lord. I'll separate the... There. Full arts. Get their own respective pile. Okay. All right. That was everything from this box. So I'll go ahead with all this trash right here. Place it in this open box. It all gets discarded. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're knocking stuff over. You're not. Hey. Oh, you're gonna knock everything over. You're not. Look, you're knocking things over already. No! Don't. Oh no, she hit the computer. Oh goodness. We seem to be all right. Good. I swear, cats, man. All right, Battle Kaiser says Rude Kaiser is my favorite monster. Always liked the Carter. Rude Kaiser is a good one, and good to hear from you, Battle Kaiser. Thank you for joining the stream, and feel free to tell us more about your experience with Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh, and just for you, uh, Battle Kaiser, here's a full art, the Overframe card. The This one is of the Underworld Goddess of the Closed World. So we've already opened one. Well, we've already pulled an Overframe card, is what I mean. If I find a Rude Kaiser, I know who to show it to. As we open this next box. So if I find one, I will dedicate it to you, Battle Kaiser. Ah, thank you. Yes, I thought it was a nice card too. So tell me, Battle Kaiser, have you ever pulled any Yu-Gi-Oh cards in the past? Any secret rares, any ghost rares, overframes of your own? Share your experience. We'd love to hear your experience with Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm relatively new to collecting the cards myself, but I've known about the game of Yu-Gi-Oh for a good long while. I played it on and off again. I've always been a huge Blue Eyes fan. I did play Dark Magician a couple of times. I never won with that deck. I could never win with that deck, no matter what. But this was like early 2000s, so who knows? Maybe I can give it a try again. See what happens. We got a center field card with Merrick. He's one of the main antagonists of Yu-Gi-Oh. I think he's the favorite antagonist. If you're watching our stream right now, comment down below. Tell me, who was your favorite villain in Yu-Gi-Oh? It can be the anime or it can be the manga. I've watched the anime and I've read the manga. I haven't read a lot of the manga, but I have read the manga, and I've never seen the Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc Zero anime. I've mostly just stuck to Yu-Gi-Oh!, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, and Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. I never got any further than that. But still, who's your favorite villain of Yu-Gi-Oh? Are you perhaps in a similar opinion, thinking Merrick is the best villain, or do you have a favorite villain of Yu-Gi-Oh? Let us know down below in the comments. Or heck, if you're live with us right now, let us know. It's over here. I have to remember everything's on the opposite side of where I point on this camera, because it's facing this way and I'm facing that way, so it's like a mirror. Oh, Battle Kaiser says, I used to collect Yu-Gi-Oh! A long time ago, but after 2005, I got busy with other things. I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh! This year after more than 20 years of being gone. Good time to come back. You've definitely been in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Game longer than I have. I wasn't part of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Scene during 2005. 2005, I was mostly invested in Jurassic Park, so I was focused on everything Jurassic Park and Godzilla oriented during that time. Darn it, Luna, get off. Oof. My cat is literally being a nuisance. Oh, this is what happens when you own a cat. You have to be prepared for her to try and sabotage you. She literally tried to attack the camera. Good Lord. I lost my train of thought. I used to collect Jurassic Park toys too. Hmm. Man of culture, I see. But yeah, 2005, I was mostly into Godzilla and Jurassic Park and the like. So you're definitely my senior in all things Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't think I was really big on the Yu-Gi-Oh scene until around 2016. That's when I started getting into collecting cards. So I think that was when uh, the Synchro Monsters started to pick up. It was around 2016. I could be wrong. That could have been when the Exceed Monsters started to pick up steam. I just remembered there were a lot of Synchro Monsters during 2016. So to me, 2016 is when Synchro Monsters picked up a lot of steam. But I could be wrong. If you know anything about that, Battle Kaiser, feel free to let me know. Teach me your ways, Sensei. All right, we'll start opening the next box now. I've got my handy dandy scissors. Voila. We'll put all the trash here. And, we'll start opening the cards. But hey, if I find a Rude Kaiser, here's to you, Battle Kaiser. Cross our fingers, and let's hope and pray that we find a Rude Kaiser. Who knows? Maybe we'll find some new card art edition of it. We can only hope. Who knows? Maybe they've made imagine they made an overframe Rude Kaiser and we pull it, then this video is dedicated to you, Battle Kaiser. If we happen to pull an overframe Rude Kaiser, this video is dedicated to you. All right. Starting off. Oh, Constellar Tellarknights. A very shiny spell card. I'm not sure this is one you would put in a sleeve. I think this is just your basic shiny card. So for now, I'm going to put it in the stack of usual cards. If you're still watching Battle Kaiser, what is my cat doing? Oh my god. Anyways, if you're still watching Battle Kaiser, why don't you let me know what Jurassic toy was your favorite to collect? I think mine would have had to have been I have it over here. It's on my shelf at the moment, but it's the Camp Cretaceous Spinosaurus figure. And I know a lot of people are kind of on and off the fence with Camp Cretaceous. I thought it was a solid show, and some of the figures that came out, pretty solid. Right, so first card we got Pyramid Turtle, an oldie but a good one. This was run in a lot of zombie decks, as well as Earth decks. You would find Pyramid Turtle and Giant Rat. These were some of the go-to staples alongside Mystic Tomato, Mystic Potato, Sangan, and Witch of the Black Forest. The Witch before, the White Forest cards came out. I can't remember a specific toy, but I liked the ones from Jurassic Park 3. Yes, the Jurassic Park 3 toys. I love their designs. I used to have a Raptor toy. I I collected it so long ago. I think it was 2008 when I got it. I don't have it anymore, so I'm kind of sad about that. But it was one of my favorite Raptor models. There was a JP3 figure. Okay, this one is Jenny the Maid of Endymion. We got an Endymion card for all the Endymion players. We got another shiny Raiders Knight. This is one you put in the sleeve, so it's going in the sleeve. And a shiny Invoked Purgatorio. So for all the Alistair Invoker players, you're welcome. You stare too long at the shininess and it blinds you. I had to pay attention to the time as well. I'm not sure, but I do know that roughly sometime later tonight I do have to go, so I'll have to start picking up speed the demons. I'm not exactly the fastest when it comes to videos and opening cards. I tend to take my time, as you should with all things. Right. Let's see. Get the next one ready to go. Oh, one of my favorite cards I ever ended up getting was the Ghost Rare Stardust Dragon. Easily one of my favorite cards I ever pulled. Now, granted, I do like Blue Eyes White Dragon better than I like Stardust Dragon, but that card was just the chef's kiss of that entire pack. Now, unfortunately, I wasn't able to get that moment on camera because it was just from a random box that I got some time ago. But it was something. It was something quite spectacular. Okay, Theorealized Liberation, getting a lot of Medius the Pure cards. Shadow Dragon, for all the Shadow players. I hate all of you. I've never liked Shadow, and it's tormented me all throughout Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. A shiny card, Exosister Martha. I hate Exosisters, but I'm still gonna put it in a sleeve. Armades, Keeper of the Boundaries. Interesting. And then a holofoil Constellar Pleiades. I remember a lot of people used to run these in previous iterations of the Blue Eyes decks. Before all the new support for Blue Eyes came out, you would find this in a lot of Blue Eyes and Slifer the Sky Dragon decks. It was a good way to get rid of certain cards that were blocking your way. Actually, if there is a certain deck that you've always hated encountering, it can be a modern deck like Cool Tunes, or it can be an old deck like the Gravekeepers. Well, I mean old, I say, but what was an old deck that you just, what was a deck in Yu-Gi-Oh that you just hated to encounter all the time? Uh, for example, one of the decks that I always hated coming across was Kashtira. Oh, I could not stand that deck when it was out at full power. It's been nerfed a bit, and then it got full power again, and then uh, I don't know what's going on with Kashtira anymore, but I just, no matter what, I've always hated battling against Kashtira players. They choose to be toxic, and you can't do anything about it except just shake your head and go, well, guess I'm dead then. Well. But yeah, text in the chat or leave a comment. Tell me what was your least favorite deck to battle against. I'm slowly starting to hate Fiendsmiths because my gosh, everybody and their grandmother is running that archetype. Even in decks that you wouldn't normally run Fiendsmith in, it's just sandwiched in there with everything now. It's so versatile. But I digress. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is one of those games where, unlike most games where you're supposed to hate the game and not the player, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is one of those games where you don't hate the game, you hate the player because they are a terrible person most of the time in how they organize their decks. Some of Yu-Gi-Oh's evolved into that kind of game. Okay. Huh. Mistaken Arrest. This is an interesting card. It's got the Graceful Charity angel on its art. So Mistaken Arrest. Dragoonity, Divine Wind. Got another copy of this. Okay, next up is S-Force Rappa Chiyomaru. She would later on become the infamous SP Little Knight. Oh, Battle Kaiser leaves another comment. Can't comment too much. While I used to collect back in the day, I just started actually dueling a few months ago. Mostly play Goat. Tired of the card Nobleman of Crossout. Ah, yes. If you're a flip player, Nobleman of Crossout was the bane of your existence. I personally am not much of a flip player, but if your entire strategy revolves around set pass, and then your opponent just slams down a Nobleman of Crossout or a Sasaki Samurai, you just can't help but go, ah! Because you know it's over. Stellar Knight Deltaros. Another Stellar Knight card. I'm not much of a Stellar Knight player, but it's a nice card. And for all of you Six Samurai players, Gateway of the Sikhs. This card right here gave me Vietnam trauma, and I've never been to Vietnam, but it gave me Vietnam trauma because when Six Samurai was out back then, and even nowadays, it was terrifying to go up against because of, my word, the way it could run out of control so quickly that you just would not be able to keep up. And for a player like me, who mostly ran Dark Magician or Blue Eyes, occasionally I'd get into decks like Sharks or what was the other deck I played? I know I ran another. What was the name for it? Not X Sabers. I don't remember. I think there was a time I played Strikers for a bit, but yeah, Six Samurai kind of gives me flashbacks of Sky Strikers. Both decks can just flood the board so quick, and then next thing you know, you're overwhelmed, you're out of options, and you can do nothing to stop your opponent. Final pack of this box. And then we'll have one last box, and then we shall be done. Sadly, all good things must come to an end, as must this stream. But I appreciate everyone who's been watching so far, and I appreciate those of you who's been leaving your comments. So thank you, Battle Kaiser. Oh. We find a Rude Kaiser card. We know who to dedicate this stream to. What are the chances we find a Rude Kaiser card? I may have made a promise I can't keep. I'm sorry. All right. The Hidden City. This was a staple for Subterror cards. Thorns of Violet Poison. A Predaplant card. I mean, I do have some familiarity with Predaplants because I did watch a little bit of Arc 5 Yu-Gi-Oh! So I know about the Starving Venom Dragon. Also, everyone and their grandmother played Super Poly back when Master Duel first started. So you would always see Starving Venom Fusion Dragon hit the field as soon as you saw Super Poly, and you would just roll your eyes like, this card. So I do have a little bit of familiarity with Predaplant because of Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, and everybody would always run the Predaplant Verte Anaconda in order to summon out big fusion monsters like Red Eyes, Dark Dragoon, and Guardian Chimera. What was the one card everyone wanted to summon back then? No, Luna, it wasn't. It wasn't Ultimate Spirit Dragon. That was a Synchro monster. All right, Sabersaurus, good old dinosaur card. Ooh, a shiny Dragoonity Glow for all the Dragoonity players. Again, I've never been much of a Dragoonity player, so I can't really tell you much. Satellar Knight Skybridge, also a shiny card. So both get sleeves. I'm starting to see a trend here. The last two cards are usually the ones that are shiny or quote-unquote secret rares or rares or ultra rares. So they're the ones you want to put in the sleeves. You want to hold on to them for later on down the line. You're not, I swear to God. I swear my cat is plotting against me, as cats do. If you have a cat at home, be cautious. They are plotting against you, and you may not even know it. Or you may be fully aware and you're just along for the ride, in which case you're braver than most. And you will die braver than most. I'm sorry, what? All right. So we're down to our last box. This is the big one. So let's see what we get. I'm gonna need the scissors for this one. Oh, very nearly cut myself there. That would have been bad. What's wrong, Luna? You want out? Give me a second, everyone. My cat wants to leave, and for some reason the door is closed. I don't know who closed it. And we are back. I say big old box, but it's really an itty bitty thing. Right. Oh. It reminds me, trash goes into the empty box. Let me clean up the trash. You know, I was just thinking, if we somehow pull all 5 pieces of Exodia in this video, I'm pretty sure Raven will never let me hear. We pull all 5 pieces of Exodia, I obliterate everyone currently watching the stream. That'll just be how the episode ends. You all get obliterated. And I'm just standing looking at a high body count like, I'm so sorry. I had no idea that's how this card works. All right. Well, eat. Okay. Well, I'm going to leave this in your capable hands, everyone. If you're still watching this Battle Kaiser or whoever else is watching the stream, tell me, which side of this box should I start off with, left or right? I'll wait. Right? Battle Kaiser says right. All right, so start with the right side. Let me actually organize this a bit. I would. There's actually quite a few of these things in here. How do they cram so many in such a small box? This is madness. Look, Konami, what are you doing? How do you fit so many in there? Okay, and so our card opening adventure continues. I'll just put the trash over here. Okay, my cat came barreling down the hall. The zoomies. I swear, I have no idea who's been feeding her sugar, but it hasn't been me. All right. Imagine we get an overframe Rude Kaiser. That'll be the highlight of this video. Another hidden city for all the Subterra players out there. Mermail Abiscundi. For all the Mermail players out there. Oh, Lacrima, the Crimson Tears. I was just talking about Fiendsmith earlier. The cards are everywhere right now. Everyone and their grandmother are playing them. Champion's Pulse. This is an interesting one. I've never seen Champion's Pulse before. Oh, it's one of the new Red Dragon Archfiend cards. Interesting. And then Unbreakable XYZ Barrier, or Breakable XYZ Barrier. Fascinating. Both truck cards shiny, which means they get sleeves. All the sleeves. Especially Champion's Pulse. I've never gotten a Champion's Pulse before. So it's a brand new card to me. And I've always, I know I've played Red Dragon Archfiend before. So I am quite familiar with how the Red Dragon Archfiend deck works. It's not as familiar to me as, say, Blue Eyes White Dragon. But I enjoy playing it. If you're still watching Battle Kaiser, or if anyone else has some words to say on chat, tell me, have you ever played Red Dragon Archfiend, or have you played Stardust Dragon? And if so, what are your thoughts about the deck? Be it Red Dragon Archfiend or Stardust Dragon, could even be Black Rose Dragon or the what that card? What are they called? The Black Feather Dragon deck. Why am I drawing a blank on their name? It's gonna haunt me for the rest of my days until I can remember what it's called. Black Feather? I think it's Black Feather. I don't remember. Someone's going to have to correct me in the chat because I don't remember. But yeah, let me know. What are your thoughts about those four? If you're a big Assault Mode Activate player. Or if you were just, into a completely different synchro deck altogether. Blackwing, that's right. It was Blackwing Dragon. Why is that so difficult? Huh. Our next Dragoonity Divine Lance. Zap Mustang. See you around. See you, Battle Kaiser. Good luck. If we pull a Rude Kaiser card, I will dedicate it to you. Make sure you watch the video fully later. And if we pull Rude Kaiser, it's dedicated to you, Battle Kaiser. Dragoonity Divine Wind. And then, the Chibi Vampire Lord. We got the Chibi card. Hey, it's cool though. I'll take it. And another Unbreakable Exceeds barrier. Some more full art card to add to the collection. Well, not full arts, because these aren't over frames, but some more shiny cards to add to the collection. And our first Chibi card. Definitely going in the sleeve. I am so happy it's Vampire Lord. I used to love playing zombies. I would always run Magic Cylinder and Vampire Lord, as well as Spirit Reaper in any zombie deck I played. Didn't matter if it was Skull Servant, Shiranui, what other zombie decks were there? I don't know. I'll think of them eventually, but I would always run those cards in a zombie deck, and I would always have a blast. Which I think is the original point of Yu-Gi-Oh! You're supposed to have a blast. Be creative, make mistakes, and get messy. Come up with your own unique strategies to outwit and defeat your opponent. But nowadays it's just floodgate, 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 and trap. And then all this other nonsense that have taken Yu-Gi-Oh! By storm. Another Gravekeeper's Inscription. It's our second copy. Rocket Recharger. It's a shiny card. I'll put it in the maybe pile. Dragoonity Falchion. It's also a shiny card. Not fully shiny, actually. These are kind of like the normal shiny versus the actual shiny. I've been getting a lot of Stellar Knights. Stellar Knight Trevor. So for anyone interested in Stellar Knights and whatnot, there you go. And then 7th Tachyon. This is very popular in Exceed decks. You were very hard pressed to stop this card. So you had to run Ash Blossom against Exceed decks like Galaxy Eyes, Photon Dragon, and Sharks, which I love playing both. I experimented with Sharks, and of course, being the Dragon player that I am, I did play Galaxy Eyes, Photon Dragon for a time. I eventually got rid of that deck. It just wasn't as fun to me anymore as I remembered it being. And with all the new support that came out for Blue Eyes, all my attention was on Blue Eyes. So I was like, hey. Wow. Right, on to the next pack. Take 32. I have to hurry. Kushish. My plan was to make plans to do the stream, planning to show off the plan that was this plan. I did not plan for my time to run out, thus hindering my plan. I'm not going to go into a Mojo Jojo rant, I promise. Oh, dear. I probably pissed off a bunch of Powerpuff Girl fans. Like, how dare you get that wrong? Look, people, I am from a random fandom. We do everything random, which means yes, we will quote a bunch of random fandoms, Powerpuff Girls included. You may even see us quote Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, if you're lucky. Do you feel lucky, punk? Okay. Let's see what we got next. My eyes! Theo realized Overdrive. Xenometeorus. Shiny card. I think at the normal shiny. Red Nova. Oh, that's actually one of the super shinies. I will put that in a sleeve. It's a Red Nova I do recognize as being a Red Dragon Ultrafiend card. Not a whole lot of people run it. I guess it's because it doesn't really. But I actually think it could make some good plays if given the chance. You have a level 8 or higher Dragon Synchro monsters on the field. You can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special Nova once per turn. This way, this card is sent to the graveyard for Synchro Summon that uses 2 or more tunas. As material, you can special summon one Fire Fiend monster from your deck in defense position. This would actually be incredibly useful. You know what? I may just try playing Red Dragon Ultrafiend again. Maybe I'll play Red Nova in the deck just to see how it takes off. And it is it's not a full art, but it's like super shiny. Armades Keeper of Boundaries. It like got, I think this is the Starlight rare? I'm not sure, but it's all super shiny even around the frame of the card. It's not an overframe, but super shiny. And then Nest Force Bridgehead, holofoil. So, sleeves for both of them. You can do nothing to stop it. For you are over there, and I am over here. You cannot reach through the screen and stop me. For if you could, you would have tremendous power. Thankfully, you do not possess such power. Now, if the Lord decided to grant you such power, I would be cooked. But thankfully, he has not. And so on that side, you shall stay. And on this side is where I reside. It is where I am the one in control. This is my domain. You only exist on that side of the camera. All right, enough clowning around. Dominic, back to card opening, pulling cards. So far, we've only gotten one overframe card. Here's hoping we get another one. Could be in this box. Might not. Who can say for certain? I'd like to think at least one overframe card is guaranteed in these boxes. I mean, it's obviously not guaranteed in the smaller boxes, but I'd like to think it's at least one is guaranteed in these, in these big old boxes. I hope. If not, I'm gonna have some very choice words to say to Konami later. I'm gonna have to go to the next Q&A thing, and you'll either find me or Raven voicing some concerns. All right. Another Constellar Tellarknights. Oh, here's an oldie but a goodie. Substitute. And then Shadow Reaver Knight 21. Oi, we got another chibi. It's a El Shaddai Construct chibi card. Our second chibi. And then Invoked Raging. So for all the Invoked players out there, voila. Enjoy. But I shall put them in sleeves for all of you. Especially the chibi cards, because I feel like those have quality. It would really be nice if someone turned on the overhead lights. Ding! We have light! My God, it's so nice! I can see better. It's a miracle. Okay, on to the next one. One, 2, 3, 4. Here. Okay. Shared Ride. Another one with the Charity Angel from the Graceful Charity card. Jenny the Endymion, another Endymion card. Well, it's not another one, it's the same Jenny, but another Endymion monster. Ebisu Shinsen Matsui. Art I don't know, but that's what this is. Someone's gonna have to tell me what the heck this card's about, because I'm not sitting here spending 5 minutes trying to read all that. Dragoonity Quirinus, another shiny, and a Beta Evolution Pill Ultranscendence. Very shiny card. So those will get sleeves. If I spend a lot of time fidgeting with the cards, it is because I'm a bit of a neat freak. I have to organize everything. So there will be periods of time where I'm just goofing off. Let me look at the time. I have time. My connection is unstable. No. All right. Oh, there it is. Oh. Okay. Thankfully, our connection is stable for the time being. Oh no. Don't tell me we cut out at an hour 17 minutes. Everything was going so well. We've only ever pulled one overframe card this stream. I must not rest until we at least get one more. We must at least pull a second one. The goal of this video is to pull at least 2 overframes. 2. No more, no less. Hopefully more. You can never have too many. Someone get me an overframe of Pot of Greed, because I am greedy. Alrighty then. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exo-Sister Betrayal. This is the bane of all people's existence in Master Duel right now because Exo-Sisters have been running away with the game. Poisonous Viper. Interesting shiny card, but it's a shiny nonetheless. So I shall sleeve it. Arrow of Regulus. Actually, no, wait. This is a normal shiny. Almost fooled me. Junk Meister. This is with all the Synchro decks now. Another invoked Purgatrio. So more cards to sleep. So invoked Purgatrio for all the invoked players. And then a sleeve for the Junk Meister. For all the Synchro players out there who play Junk Meister in the deck. Luna, you're back. Hello, cat. Oh, look at you. Okay. No, she decides she's had enough of Papa. Okay. Farewell, Luna. Stay out of mischief, please. This one, my cat's going to be the end of me one of these days. She'll either be the end of me or this camera because she's attacked it more than twice this entire stream. be very careful so as not to cut the cards. Because unlike in most card games where you cut the deck, you don't want to cut the cards. Not physically, anyways. Like, it's not the way you do when you're shifting cards. Okay. Dragoonity Divine Lance. Another one of these. Graft Mallet Branch of the Burning Abyss. Very nice. Mermail Abiscundi. Another Mermail card. Tohu Shadal Grista. So another Shadal card. And a Shadal Fusion for all the Shadal players out there. I'm not a Shadal player, but it's shiny, so I shall sleeve it. Not the normal shinies, but you know, the special shinies. Oh, Shadow Bunch. So you put them in sleeves. So nobody can ever run away with them because they are not sleeves. Unless they take them out the sleeves and then they put them in a different set of sleeves. Oh my gosh, the thing is darkening. That's not good. I'm losing my connection. No. Well, in the off chance that the stream cuts off short, Tohu Shadal Grista. This can be a nice saving spot for all of you. And then you can come back and watch the rest of the stream later after I have finished opening this box. Energy saver is on. That's right, the charger's not plugged in. Let me see if I can fix that. Let me see. Did the charger? No, the headphones. With the charger. Oh no, I cannot find it. Well, I'll just have to make this fast. Unless I can get some help from tech support. Tech support, please. I call upon thee. I invoke the powers of Ravenwood. I don't think the invocation's working, guys.
What's wrong?
The battery. I think we need the charger. What happened to the charger?
Oh, I'll be right back.
Oh no. He probably moved the charger into a different room. But hey, we managed to invoke him. Same way we invoke Alistair the Invoker. So now he will help us find the charger. And he will obtain it for us. We can save the computer from dying. Excellent. Just in the nick of time as I
hold this.
Your arm's in the way. Good. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, and plug it in here. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. I'm kind
Yeah.
of holding cards at the moment.
Yeah.
There you go.
And is it charging?
Yep. It's charging.
There we go.
All good. All good. All right. Drift in time as I pull Fiendsmith's tract. Double exclamation point. Fairy Tale Rocca. Another fairy tale card to add to the collection. Another shiny wear Dragunity Glow. I'm getting real tired of seeing this. Shiny Statue of English Pattern. For those of you who ran trap cards back in the day that you could summon to the field as monsters like a Apophis. And even nowadays, they're running the Swamp Deity. Or the Tiki. But there's new ones, not new ones, but they're Paleozoic, yeah, the Paleozoic cards. That's the English statue, the Odeon card, like Apophis. Yoink. Flip. Okay. Okay. On to the next set. Invoke. Next is Gagaga Illusion. Very nice. So for those of you who are familiar with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal series, Gagaga Magician and whatnot. Your first striker advantage. Oh, it's a pendulum card because I don't play pendulum. I would have much preferred the overframe Blue Eyes White Dragon or the overframe Dragon Master Magia. But hey, it's cool. You know, Supreme King's Arc. Right next to Underworld Goddess of the Closed World. That's 2 overframes and a holofoil Constella Pleiades. Leslie, that's another. Not a super shiny. Oh well. Hey, we got an overframe, so here's to you, Zonda. Okay. Oh, we're back. We're back. We're back. I think. There's a lot of lag. Ugh. I guess we'll just continue and see what happens. Draco Tail Sting. So follow the Draco Tails. Noyatilis. Well, that's definitely a shiny. It's going in a Ghost Fairy Elphobia. It's a hand trick. Dragunity Legatus. And another copy of the Realize. Very shiny cards. So this one, we got 3 shinies. Hooray. Let's put them in the sleeves. There's a bit of lag, but I think that has something to do mostly with the weather right now. Everything's dying. We got 3 for the price of 1. But hey, we got 2 overframes. Not a total loss. It's not even over yet. We've only opened one side of this big old box here. We still have a long, long way to go because I am so very slow. But last pack of the right side. And then we will only have the left side to do. And then you will be free of me, and I will be free of you. We will be free of each other to do whatever it is we want to do. Oh, this is true because it rhymes. It rhymes. You must believe me. You are obligated to believe me. 1, 2, 3. But it's a normal shiny, so me. I think we just had a connection problem, but Zoroa, for all you Magictus players. Ibisu, Shinsen. No, I don't have tech support with me here. I can't tell if we're good. Are we good? For now. There's just so much lag here. Fallen Cheetah. A shiny Reshuddle Windy. And a shiny Shared Ride. I shall be putting them in sleeves. Yeah, for anyone watching right now, please do make sure to tell me if you have anything you wish to say in regards to certain cards. You could tell me a bit about your favorite cards. Okay, we finished the entire right side of the box. Now, go on to the left side. So I can throw the box away. And we can begin with the final 8. Final 8 packs of the power of Ravenwood. Give him a minute, guys. I'm invoking Ravenwood. I have invoked his power. Hey, don't wear my hat. Don't wear
What's
my
wrong?
There's a lot of lag here, and I was wondering if there's any way to maybe fix the connection a bit.
No, there's no.
It's
It's just how it is at the moment.
I see. Well, thank you for helping. Anyways, I'll take my hat off.